I was 50,000 US dollars down over a year ago. I remember looking at the chart of the poo coins I invested in, looking them bleed day over day over day over day, feeling so dumb, feeling so miserable, and feeling so ashamed of myself that what have I done? What have I done with all this money after making so much money, getting on top of the mountain and watching it all burn away from greed and stupid decisions? There I was going for a walk, trying to clear my mind. And I remember seeing a bus. I remember seeing a bus turn the corner. And for a moment, for a brief moment, as I was walking, I was like, maybe, I should just accidentally trip. Maybe, just find my way on that driveway, find my way on the asphalt, and, let the bus do its thing. I had some serious crazy ideation at the time. I was really going through it. I felt genuinely depressed and suicidal, and just all the feelings with losing a lot of money. At the tail end of 2021, going into 2022, I had put in at least almost 2 years into the market by then, and I had made a decent amount of money. I had hit my first six figures ever in terms of net worth, in terms of money made. But I burned a lot of it. After I'd made the money in the beginning of 2022, I just started I didn't stop playing. I thought the music kept going. I thought this time was different. I'm sure many of you have been around in crypto in different cycles where you bought the top, or you actually made money. You made money earlier, but you didn't know when to stop, and you thought it would keep going, and your greed got a hold of you, and wanting to make money quickly and not understanding how to manage your money, how to manage your risk. I was all in. I didn't have any plan for risk. I was just perpetually just going deeper and deeper and deeper with the profits that I was making. And I burned myself. And I definitely, June last year, when the markets were capitulating for the first time in a while, Luna was dumping. You guys remember that? That was a hard moment for me because I had so much skin in the game still. And there was a clear, and this is where I kind of want to take the video from kind of a darker direction to the lessons I learned, and actually this was pivotal trials through fire that I needed, this kick ass in my life. And at that moment, summer of last year, there was a fork in the road. There was a fork in the road between being a victim, throwing in the towel, throwing up my jersey, and just saying, you know what, I'm done. It's not for me. I'm going to go work a retail job. I'll go work a sales job, or I'll go to school, or I'll go do this, or I'll go do that. I'll go work at a dealership. I'll go mow lawns. I'll go flip cars. Whatever the trade is, right? Hang it up. I'm done. I'm never touching this stuff again. How many of you, drop a comment down below right now. How many of you have gone through that, back in 2018, where you bought the top and you felt like crypto was a scam, and then you left again when you got burned? How many of you left in 2022 and you're back now? Please drop a comment down below, because these are important lessons. At that moment, something clicked where I was like, wait a second. This is the time. The time is now. The time for me to change my life wasn't even the last cycle where I thought I had made so much money. The time to change my life is right now. While I am burning, while I've made mistakes, while I've played this incorrectly, and I didn't think 2022 would hurt this bad. Now's the time to learn, buckle up, and actually do the work to set myself up for massive success in the future. The success and the money and the gains that we're all looking for is made in the bear market. That's the uncomfortable truth. The reality is the bear market is the bull market, where you should be buying, buy. And then the bull market's the bear market, where you should be selling and getting out when you make profit. Unfortunately, we haven't learned these things. A lot of us are newbies. We don't know any better. We have bad information sources. We have, bad judgment. We're irrational. We don't have good cash flow systems. We don't have good risk management. We don't have good budgeting. We don't have good spending. You don't have good healthful habits. A lot of people, it's just like basic stuff. But I realized I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to make as much money as I can. I'm going to max my cash flow. And I know that as long as I'm trying to make money, I'll be able to survive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have the luxury of being relatively young. It's not like you're in your 50s or 60s. It's not like you got a ton of liabilities. It's not like you have 4 kids. And it's not that it's impossible if you're in that situation. I'm just saying, like, you have to. There's always a brighter side to look at. Of like, I didn't lose my legs. You know, I didn't lose a loved one. Thank God it was just money. Maybe God was protecting me. Maybe God was like, I'm gonna take this away from you so you can get a handle on your greed, and actually learn the lessons to become who you want to be. Maybe this is God just directing me. So I chose the path of, no, like, I'm taking the torch. I'm going in. I'm not giving up. You know, I'm betting on myself. I'm betting on this journey, and I know that I didn't lose this experience. And lo and behold, I've been able to build my portfolio back up since then. I crushed 2023. 2023 has been a legendary year for me, where I hit all-time highs in sales. I hit all-time highs in my own service business, in my freelancing career. I hit all-time highs in my network. I traveled the world. I spent 6 months traveling of this year, working mobile with my best friends, and it was a kick-ass time. I had incredible experiences. I'm the strongest I've ever been. I've hit new PRs in my fitness, both in cardio, both in strength training. I'm feel on top of the world since last year. Like, huge strides, like massive strides. And I'm really proud of myself. And I just want this to be a message to you guys that have been burned. I know all of us get burned in this market, but you have to. That's just the first punch, you know. It's like, you know, you just got hit for the first time, like, you know, or you just hit your first workout and you feel horrible, or you injured yourself. You don't stop. You have to get back up. God is going to test us when we fall down like that, and we have to learn from it. And so far, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm getting better, and I've improved significantly since then. And you know, I'm deciding how the story ends. I'm not letting the world decide that for me. I'm not letting circumstances decide that for me. I'm the author of this story, and so here we are. You know, we're S1'd up. You know, I'm deep into Neo Tokyo. I owned a plethora of assets across many different sectors, but I've got very strong bets that have already been performing 500%, 1,000%, 2,000%. Kaboomies, you know, with consistent stable coins coming every month with the work that I do to make sure I can eat, I'm not stressed out about bills, and that I can DCA and buy the things that I really want to buy, you know. It's a good position to be in. So I just wanted this to be encouragement to all of you. Whatever that has happened, whatever you're going through, man, I know what it's like. I know what it's like where you want to throw yourself in front of the street, or you feel so ashamed and feel so dumb, and you've made a mistake, and it feels like you're 100 steps back, and you just feel like a total jackass idiot. I know what it's like to encourage your friends to get into trading or buy this, buy that, and they get burned and they lose 90% of their money. I know all that, but like, you got to take it on the chin. You got to take it on the chin, champ, and you got to keep going. You know, you got to keep going. So I think it's inspiring to see people like Ben Armstrong too. Like, look at what Ben's done. Like, he's lost it all and he's rebuilding, and I think he's doing phenomenal. You know, it's not perfect, but he's doing phenomenal. It's going to be an incredible comeback story, and this was my comeback story. And I'm going to turn Conquer Crypto into a massive brand, something that, you know, not many people have seen in crypto, in terms of the way that I do content, the way that I think, the way that I approach things. I think is a little bit different, and I really want to help you guys with freelancing, remote work. I think there's a lot more in crypto than just charts and trading. You know, that's been my come up. I'm not a trader. I don't trade. I run a service business. I do services in the space. I do digital marketing. I do content. I do a plethora of things, right? So I think there's so much opportunity in terms of scaling up here. And I think the skills that you can learn in the world and monetizing it in crypto is very high leverage, and it's worth your time. So expect more banging content from me, and tell me your story down below. What's been your comeback story? I know some of you have been sharing it. Armory, shout out to Big Armory. He's been dropping love, and appreciate you guys opening up about your stories, how you got into crypto. But let me know, like, what's been like the one thing that you've been rugged on. You know, I got rugged. I got out of Looks Rare early, but I almost lost all my money in Looks Rare. That thing went from $3 to like 8 cents. I know a lot of coins. There were some gaming coins, poo coins I held. That was like Krabata. I held Treasure Under Sea. I lost $10,000 on that. Man, yeah, I've had my fair bit of losses. I've lost lots of money on NFTs. Up in, like I said, up well into the 50, 60K region. Like, it's a lot. But it's okay. Like, that's just the tuition I had to pay to learn my lessons, and I'm going to make 100x that. See you on the next one.